They are arguably the most famous family in the world, and where there is fame and fortune, there is usually a fair share of scandals.
Scandals on scandals on scandals. What more could we expect from America's most favorite reality TV family?
I want to talk about them, or they've ruined the world.
Oh my God, anyway, here we go.
Here's a countdown of the 10 most scandalous secrets that the Kardashian family has tried to keep hidden from you, the public.
Be nice.
Team, you're just
do it
no one wants
tonight.
you in the shoots.
Okay, no.
Firstly, this scandal is crazy. Kim Kardashian was investigated by the FBI after getting $250,000 delivered in a trash bag.
The FBI grilled Kim Kardashian as part of one of the biggest trials Hollywood has ever seen.
See, according to a March 2023 Bloomberg Businessweek report, Kim Kardashian was questioned by the feds as part of an investigation into a Malaysian man named Zhao Lo from Malaysia, obviously. You know that man? Zhao Lo, who was involved in a massive embezzlement scandal? Well, in 2019, Kim told the FBI that she played Baccarat in a Las Vegas casino with Lo and some other secret scandalous people. And guess what? Kim won big! Obviously, $250,000 big. And when Kim went to cash out, the casino actually handed her $250,000 in a trash bag full of $100 bills.
Kim Kardashian was once given $250,000 cash in a trash bag after gambling with Zhao Lo, according to FBI documents.
According to the FBI, Kim put the trash bag full of cash into her carry-on bag and boarded a Southwest Airlines flight right back to LA. Imagine being the security person at that airport, seeing $2,500 bills going through that x-ray, yeah, in a trash bag. So some eyebrows were raised after that Vegas trip, to say the least. The next scandal is one for the ages. Kris Jenner allegedly mistreated all of her staff on her now canceled talk show.
Radar Online reported that the talk show's 6-week test run will not move forward for a full season pickup.
In 2013, the Kardashian mama herself got a shot at her own major network talk show. The show was called Kris, and it aired on Fox. But the reason you haven't heard of it is because it lasted just about 6 weeks. See, the show had a hard time gaining viewers, and Fox was like, you're done, Kris. Later on, a big shot Fox employee would comment on the canceling of her show, claiming that Jenner's performance was just pretty uninteresting. But what not many people know is that behind the scenes, Kris Jenner was a nightmare to work with. An anonymous source that worked on the behind the scenes crew claimed that working with Kris was borderline unbearable. She would show up on set hungover and demand her beauty team to fix her up and make her look stunning. Wow. Imagine having the luxury of a beauty team to fix you up when you wake up hungover on a Sunday morning? I wish. Instead, I have a bathroom mirror that reminds me of my regrets from the prior night. Anyways, Kris would later take on to Twitter to claim that all of the rumors flying around her show were false. The next scandal that she and the rest of the family had to deal with was Kendall Jenner allegedly hooked up with Justin Bieber, who later married her best friend. God, that's right, Kendall Jenner usually keeps her romantic life far away from keeping up. But when you slay as hard as Kendall, not everything stays private. In fact, Kendall's longtime bestie Hailey Bieber occasionally drops by and makes an appearance on the show. And while their close friendship is well known, one thing that's not talked about on camera is the gossip that Kendall and Justin Bieber may have had a fling between 2014 and 2015. Juicy. Justin seemed to actually confirm those rumors, saying that him and Kendall briefly dated in 2015, but stated it was never serious. During a YouTube video that Kendall and Hailey filmed at some point recently, they were doing a Q&A where they were actually asked if they had ever kissed the same person, and a little laugh attack ensued.
You know the answer to this! Yes!
The next piece of juicy, scandalous gossip was the time when Kris Jenner allegedly paid off an ex-boyfriend who claimed that she cheated on Caitlyn Jenner. In her 2013 memoir, Kris Jenner and All Things Kardashian, Kris admitted to having an affair while she was married to her first husband, Robert. However, it's been suggested that Kris Jenner didn't share the full story of her infidelity and actually paid off her ex-husband to keep him from talking. The man she had the affair with was later identified as Todd Waterman. Todd himself claimed that the affair continued well into Jenner's relationship with her second husband, Bruce. Waterman even appeared on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians as a way to legally prevent him from talking about the affair. It was reported that Waterman was paid somewhere between $15,000 to $20,000 for his brief appearance on the show. Well, Mr. Waterman, that seems a little shady now, doesn't it? And by the way, Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, same person, as we know. The Kardashians have also now been accused of using sweatshops to create their products. In 2011, all the Kardashians were involved in a sweatshop investigation, where some Kardashian branded products were accused of being made in foreign factories with just horrendous work conditions. The brands under scrutiny included the K-Dash by Kardashian label, the Kris Jenner collection, and Shoe Dazzle, which Kim endorses. The family rep at the time claimed the Kardashians take this situation very seriously and have since been assured by all of their manufacturers that the factories are policed regularly. They added that if there is any evidence of an illegal operation, then they will stop immediately working with that manufacturer. The next piece of scandal comes from Kylie Jenner lying about getting lip fillers. Before Kylie founded her billion-dollar enterprise, Kylie Cosmetics, through the sales of her famous lip kits, she was caught trying to downplay her cosmetic procedures. In 2015, fans noticed Kylie's lips slowly enlarging over the course of a year. Kylie spent months repeatedly denying and evading questions about her lips before eventually admitting to the procedure on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So girl, if you're filling those lips, at least let us know where, because I could use a little bump. Oh, Kylie Cosmetics, you say? Okay, girl, I'll keep that in mind. But you better not be lying to me. The next piece of scandal comes from Kris Humphries, Kim Kardashian's once husband, claiming that Keeping Up with the Kardashians is in fact staged. See, we all know that reality TV is a little too good to be true sometimes. And after their 72-day marriage fell apart, former NBA player Kris Humphries hasn't held back his dislike for his ex-wife's family and their reality show alike. Even though he appeared on the show, sources close to Humphries say he now insists that the reality show is completely fake. A source close to Kris claims that Kris says that Kim's reality shows are a total sham. He doesn't think there's anything real about the shows at all. And apparently, not to break your hearts, but that famous scene where Kim loses her earrings in the ocean, yeah, fake. Kris claims that Kim was crying hysterically, but then miraculously one of her younger sisters found the earring in the ocean where the group had just been swimming hours ago. See, you try finding a lost earring in the ocean. My question is, I wonder how many takes it took for them to film that segment. Okay, Kylie, for this take, you found the earring. Let's see if it looks better on camera. How about that? The next scandal comes from Kim Kardashian being accused of wage theft by staff who work in her home.
Kim's staff, chefs, and nannies have some strict rules to follow while working in the Kardashian West home.
In May 2021, Kim K was facing a lawsuit from seven workers who accused her of wage theft and retaliation. The workers claimed that they weren't properly compensated for their working hours, they didn't receive overtime pay, they were denied required breaks, and they didn't receive any pay-related documents while working at her Santa Monica home. Sounds pretty terrible. Kim tried to shift the blame, immediately stating that the responsibility lies with the company she hired to manage these workers. And her spokesperson added on saying these workers were hired and paid through a third-party vendor, and Kim is not party to the agreement that made between the vendor and the workers and blah 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 blah. Obviously passing on the blame. The case is actually ongoing, but the family has chosen not to address the scandal publicly. The next piece of scandal comes from the time that Amber Rose, Kanye West's once lover, called Kim Kardashian a homewrecker who actually pursued Kanye West while they were both dating other people. Before Kim and Kanye got together in 2012, they were both in serious relationships with other people. Kanye was dating model Amber Rose until 2010, while Kim was dating NFL star Reggie Bush. Amber Rose claimed that Kim had been secretly in contact with Kanye while she was still with Reggie, sending him photos. Photos of what? We don't know. In 2012, Amber Rose was quoted saying, "Kim is the homewrecker. I'm not the homewrecker. I don't date men in relationships." She added on saying, "I just feel like Kim and her family manipulate the media and want people to believe what they want them to believe." You tell them, Amber. The next scandal is a big one, And it's the time that Khloe Kardashian had private investigators uncover Lamar Odom's cheating while hiding it from her show. See, in 2013, numerous stories started to circulate about Lamar Odom cheating on his then wife Khloe Kardashian. This terribly disappointed fans who had seen the couple's seemingly happy relationship on TV. As we know though, TV remains TV. Because later on, Odom admitted to infidelity early in his marriage to Khloe. Allegedly, Khloe actually knew about the infidelity a year before it became public and hired a private investigator to track her husband. Could you imagine? Despite presenting a happy face on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, as well as their own show, Khloe and Lamar, Khloe was secretly mistrustful of her then husband Odom. A source claimed that Khloe had gotten access to copies of text messages between Lamar and other women. Very interesting. And here's the thing. If there's one lesson that we learned today, it's that if you ever lose jewelry in the ocean, just call Kylie Jenner. She's got your back. Which of these Kardashian secrets surprised you the most? Did we miss any Kardashian scandals? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.